We fixing to make this town real smoking.
Did you guys see how much it costs to go to EVO? Who wants to go to EVO for $400? Someone else responds and says, for Call of Duty, a team pass that covers 4 players and coach are around $350, and it's usually equivalent prize pools or larger. And people wonder why I continue preaching how the FGC is cooked and players will continue to suffer. And this screenshot shows literally all of the different fees that you will need to pay trying to get into EVO. You pay $10 for the game, so if you want to go to multiple games, that's multiple $10. $200 for the 3-day event pass, the Sunday arena entry fee, which is $30 on its own, which is why they have those chairs outside the arena where people can't go in. Then they have like a platform fee tax, a Las Vegas entertainment tax, a processing fee tax. Yikes. I've never been to EVO, so I didn't know it was this expensive. Usually only hear about the $60 to get through the door or whatever they're talking about, but I don't see that here. They make a lot of money off EVO. You know, last year EVO, it was 4,000 Tekken 8 and it was like 5,000 Street Fighter, something along those lines. You know, 9,000 times 400. But then also you talk about all of the different brand deals. You talk about all, like, you know, Frame Whisper was talking about how one time they had like a Toyota or a Honda on the floor advertising that car. All of the different type of advertisements, they make a lot of money off of events. Well, at least EVO does. You won't see this kind of like money being made at like a Tiger Uppercut, right? You'll see this money being made at EVO, which is why they want to make more EVOs. EVOs is really trying to like become like a mega corporation. There's now 3 EVOs, Japan, Vegas, and France, and they said they want to bring even more. So if they could get these thousands of players at each event paying $400 with all the different brand deals, that's money to be made. I wonder if the game developers get a cut from this, and I would assume the fighting games wouldn't just let EVO eat off of them without having a cut of it. But also this ties in, once again, PlayStation bought EVO along with Pokemon's company, and PlayStation has now announced a Marvel fighting game with the hopes of getting more people to go to EVO and spend that $400. And then also you talk about them releasing a new fight stick. Sony is really playing a long game, and it's just now starting to make sense. We thought them purchasing EVO was just random, but they were really thinking ahead. They were thinking multiple years ahead. Then rides and food costs, yeah, pulling back. When we first saw Nintendo not want to be a part of EVO, we just thought Nintendo was being like, you know, oh, here's Nintendo again, you know, being a bad company. But we see now that that's not the case. Sony really had a plan, and if Smash was a part of that, they would have made so much money off of Nintendo. Smash is the biggest fighting game. People don't like to say it's a fighting game, but it's a fighting game, and that being at EVO would have brought in even more people. It's also weird that Nintendo didn't have the foresight to buy EVO themselves, though. They were a part of EVO for a very long time, and they would have saw the money that it's been making over the years and the growth that it's been reaching, right? I wonder how much Combo Breaker costs, especially how successful this Combo Breaker was. The next time around, people are really going to be interested in going. And this is why when you see like DashCon and like, is it DreamHack? When you see like these other random events hosting Tekken tournaments and whatnot, that's why. These other events saw the success of EVO and Combo Breaker, and it was like, wait a minute, you mean to tell me if we go put 200 chairs in this parking lot area or whatever, we can charge these guys $400? Oh yeah, come on over and do your tournament. We're going to have one day where you do Tekken tournament, wrap that tournament up within a day. The next day we're going to do Street Fighter, and the next day we're going to do Guilty Gear or whatever else they do. That's literally why, you know? It's a very good money-making scheme. Not even a scheme. I don't know. Is it a scheme? Schemes are more so when the players are being robbed. But if the players feel like the event was worth and they're willing to pay, then they're not really getting robbed. I mean, I guess that person on Twitter felt like they were getting robbed, or, you know, but if you feel like you're getting robbed, then don't go.